these systems didn't fail early. They failed after proving they worked. Years of stability reduced scrutiny. Assumptions hardened into certainty. When conditions changed, failure arrived without warning. To understand how this unfolded, each case must be examined one by one. We begin with 10. The North American Power Grid. For decades, electricity flowed reliably across the United States and Canada. Redundancy was assumed to prevent collapse. A monitoring alarm failed silently in Ohio. Power loads rerouted automatically. The system reacted faster than humans could respond. 8 states and parts of Canada lost power. Stability collapsed in minutes. Next comes 9. Kodak's film manufacturing system in the United States. Kodak dominated photography for generations. Its chemical, manufacturing, and distribution systems were optimized for film. Digital imaging emerged slowly. The threat appeared manageable. Internal processes resisted adaptation. No technical failure occurred. The system failed because it could not change. Moving on to 8. The AT&T long-distance telephone monopoly in the United States. Centralized control delivered reliable national communication. Standardization ensured decades of stability. Competition was restricted. Regulatory reform dismantled the monopoly. The system fragmented overnight. Operational assumptions no longer applied. Stability had depended on centralized governance. Now we reach 7. Long-term capital management in the United States. Risk models were built during extended market calm. Historical data shaped confidence. Rare events were treated as improbable. Global markets moved outside expected behavior. Losses multiplied faster than safeguards accounted for. Emergency intervention was required. Stability blinded models to extreme conditions. Next is 6. The Space Shuttle Reuse System in the United States. Reusable spacecraft promised efficiency. Early missions reinforced confidence. Each flight increased maintenance complexity, hidden where accumulated quietly. To catastrophic failures exposed systemic risk. The system worked until it didn't. Reliability masked long-term fragility. Halfway through the countdown brings us to 5. British rail privatization. A unified national rail system operated reliably. Operations and maintenance were separated. Coordination assumptions broke down. Responsibility gaps emerged. Delays increased. Safety incidents followed. Stability had depended on integration, continuing the countdown. Roman concrete water infrastructure. Aqueducts supplied cities for centuries. Durability created long-term confidence. Construction knowledge was not preserved institutionally. Maintenance relied on continuity. When expertise disappeared, repair stopped. Infrastructure failed gradually. Stability ended with knowledge loss. Now only 3 remain. Early Internet trust-based protocols. The network was designed for academic users. Trust was assumed. Security was minimal by design. Stability persisted while scale remained small. Global adoption introduced malicious behavior. Spam and cybercrime followed. Trust assumptions failed under scale. Just before the final one comes to. Subprime mortgage approval systems in the United States, automated lending, expanded access to credit. Risk was treated as isolated. Housing prices rose steadily. Correlation between loans was ignored. Defaults spread simultaneously. Financial institutions failed together. Stability concealed systemic exposure. And finally, 1. Global GPS time synchronization systems. GPS provided precise timing worldwide. Finance, telecom, and power grids depended on it. The system operated reliably for decades. Safeguards against timing anomalies were limited. Small synchronization errors cascaded. Multiple systems failed together. Global dependence was revealed. These systems did not fail because they were weak. They failed because success delayed scrutiny. Stability does not guarantee resilience. It often hides limits until conditions change. If the next system fails after decades of success, will anyone recognize the warning signs in time?